I'm coming up with like the angst for book 5. Do I have book 1 planned? No. Is that gonna stop me? No. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily, and I just realized I have a bunch of books scattered behind me. Oh well. This is just going to be a very quick intro to this vlog, because I already filmed a clip for this, and thought it was for the last vlog, but it's actually for this vlog, so we're about to jump back in time here. Today is Friday, January 24th, but we're gonna go back to Wednesday. In the last vlog, I finished rewriting my little novella. It's called Project Assassin right now. I'm also working on 2 other series now, because I'm really smart. One is Thistle, and one is Project Monster. I just launched a little enamel pin campaign for some like bookish enamel pins, and I got my proof copies in for The Wind in the Wild, which is my fantasy romance book. So I have a lot of things going on and absolutely no thoughts to tell you about anything other than the unboxing video that I just did. So I'm just gonna, this is the intro clip. Great start to a vlog. I am gonna start editing the Assassin novella. That's the only thing I know. That's all I've got. So we'll jump back to Wednesday and then move forward from here. Okay. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. Look what I got. It is an embroidered design of one of my enamel pins on a hoodie. It is really hot in this room and I'm wearing this. But isn't it cute? This is shockingly good quality. It looked too big for me when I got it in the mail, but honestly, perfect hoodie size. It is adorable. I am sweating though. Surely I was gonna update on something other than that. The backer kit campaign is tomorrow, so I'm doing stuff. No, I still haven't written anything this week. I don't really expect to. Well, no, that's a lie. Tomorrow after I launch the campaign, I might get some stuff done, because up until then I'm just kind of like on the to-do list for the day is the Undying Starlight covers, which I've been avoiding. Double check backer kit. I gotta put pictures of that up on it. I gotta order a sample pin and a sample keychain for that. Social media. I got some bank stuff to organize. Stuff like laundry. Really exciting day. I might get some writing in there. I don't know. I have to fix a book cover for a friend. I have been coming up with some really good ideas for Project Monster. That's gonna be my easy pulpy series to write, I think. I think I said that last time. It's, you know, it's kind of Undying Starlight-ish in just the space opera, science fiction, but also just kind of fantasy-ish type of world. And it's my favorite type of science fiction. I grew up on Star Wars, Star Trek, and Marvel. You know. Yeah, having a lot of good ideas for that one, but like true to form, their ideas for like, I don't even know, book 3, 4, 5, I have no idea how long this series will be. Long, I think. I'm coming up with like the angst for book 5. Do I have book 1 planned? No. Is that gonna stop me? No. I'm doing this with Thistle too. I have book 1 like the least planned, and book 3 where all the most dramatic drama happens. I know what's happening there. That's okay. That's why we half write by the seat of our pants. What's the term for that? There's plotters, there's pantsers. Is it plantsers? Is that what people came up with? I'm just chilling here because I don't want to do a lot of these things that are necessary for productivity. Who wants to do that? Gosh, I need to developmentally edit. Assassin! Oh yeah, my editor, I did email my editor. Where is she? She had a spot open up on March 24th. Perfect timing. That's basically 2 months from now, and this book, once I do like one significant developmental editing pass, is gonna be pretty close to done, you know, so. And it's short, so beta readers shouldn't take very much time. So I think that works for me. Kinda excited. Oh, where I am with The Wind in the Wild. The proof was supposed to get here yesterday, but the UPS store refused to deliver it to my post office box. I don't deliver stuff to my address, guys. That's why I have a post office box. I had to call and, like, you know, yell at the AI 18 times to put me on with a real person because it wouldn't help me. And I finally talked to a real person, and I had to pay $8 to get it rerouted to my local UPS store to go pick it up. I don't know why they charged me $8 because it would be cheaper just to reroute it from the city I'm in to the UPS store in the city I'm in than to ship it back to China where it came from. But I paid $8 to have it rerouted to the local UPS store. It says it's there. I go in yesterday. It's not there. The poor guy behind the counter, I asked him, like, can you check? Like 3 times. Come back later in the day. Still not there. He doesn't know. I call the UPS like main line again and have to yell at the AI to put me on with the person again. To be clear, I'm only yelling at the AIs. I don't yell at tech support people online. Those poor dudes are just like doing their job, and they're all very nice, by the way. And the very nice UPS man on the phone, when I eventually got the AI to transfer me, was like, oh yeah, it'll say delivered, but when it's rerouted, it'll take like an extra day or 2. Okay. So now it no longer says delivered. This morning it now says should be delivered today by 10:30. I don't think it's gonna be 10:30. It's almost 10:30 now. And it says out for delivery, but so lesson learned, when I get books from any printers, this just happened with Amazon and all the woods. I can't remember if I told you about it, but it did. I'm just gonna start giving my local UPS store for all my book orders because what do they want you to do? I have a post office box for a reason, anyway. Listen, if I have to like yell at an AI twice because it won't put me on support until I tell it what the problem is, and when I tell it the problem, it says it doesn't understand the problem in a loop. If I have to do that twice in one day, I'm gonna be really petty and complain about it on the internet. Hopefully that'll get there today or tomorrow. I need to film an unboxing, and I was gonna be filming the unboxing right now, but okay. And I slept on my neck wrong like 2 days ago, I think. And like all the muscles that get sore if you sit at a desk too long, like down the back of your neck, I clearly slept on my neck wrong, and those are not happy with me. So I guess I'm going to be either just sitting completely straight or laying completely flat while I work until this goes away. I was hoping it would go away overnight. It didn't. Anyway, this is the writing vlog. It's Monday, January 27th. I just posted the unboxing video for the special editions of The Wind and the Wild, and I was showing them the character art with like the blue foil, and then I didn't really like the blue foil, and I was thinking of changing it to silver, and like immediately got a comment where somebody was like, I like the blue foil, don't do silver. Guys, I don't know. I'm gonna get a copy with silver and see what looks better. Because I've also gotten several comments about definitely don't do blue, so at this point I have to try both and see what I find the most appealing, because a vote is not gonna work. Anyway, also, I got my special edition hardcovers of All the Woods. So cute! It's got the reverse dust jacket, it's got foil, it's got the illustrations are in color on the inside. I'm very pleased. I didn't get all of them, and I was supposed to get the paperbacks before this and be shipping them out, but Amazon! So fun fact, I was uploading all my Undying Starlight books to KDP because Ingram Spark sucks. It's a very tedious process. You know, you go in and you make the ebook and all the steps to do that, and then you link a paperback and do all the steps to do that, and I have 12 novellas. So clearly, that is not something I've been looking forward to. However, yesterday I decided, all right, I have like 7 more to do. I've done the first 5. Yeah, that's how math works. I've done the first 5. I have 7 more to do. I'm gonna sit down and like buckle down and do all of them. Like my friend was online. We were doing productivity sprints together. I'm like, this is the time. I'm gonna do it. I upload book 6 and the paperback. And I upload book 7 and the paperback. And I go to upload book 8 and KDP is like, no. You have reached your limit for the amount of books you're allowed to upload in one day. 2? 2 is the limit. I realize they're probably trying to stop people from like spamming low content books. I was buckled down and ready to do it. So did I write that on my to-do list for the day? No. I got off on that was a tangent. Oh. These. Paperbacks aren't in yet. Oh yeah, it's got a little ribbon bookmark. Paperbacks are not in yet, but I can start packaging these. Great. It'll be so nice to just be down to like 1 Kickstarter. She says, also running an enamel pin backer kit campaign. You want to hear my mild annoyance? I had to cancel my pre-order for The Wind in the Wild. When I ran this Kickstarter, I had absolutely no idea how long it was going to take. I didn't. It's a lot bigger of a campaign than I expected, and the process with this printer is a lot different. It's a lot slower than I expected, which is fine, but it just means that I put out the publication date, what I expected for The Wind in the Wild, for like March. Having run the campaign back in August or something, yeah, August, I was like, March seems reasonable. If I have to push it out 30 days once, that's fine. March was not reasonable, apparently, because it is basically February, and I want to be clear, not only does fulfillment need to be done, I need like a month buffer time afterwards to do like arcs and marketing and stuff. So I realized, oh crap, there's no way. There's no way March or April is happening. Not only are the proofs not done, but the printing is going to take like a month, and the shipping is going to take like a month, and then fulfillment. And Merrick Books is super fast with fulfillment, but still, clearly, March is not going to work. So I go in and you can manually move out your pre-order by a month. And if you try to do it one more month, they'll let you, but then they won't let you do pre-orders for a year. Again, it's like they don't want you to do that. But even 2 months is not enough. Like, I'm thinking August as a publication date at this point. Hopefully sooner. Like, hopefully everything goes well. You know, when I was talking to Merrick Books, they were like, you know, here's the timeline for printing, here's the timeline for shipping. Probably it'll be faster, but like, here's what you should plan for. I planned for that, but I didn't plan for everything up to that, which was I didn't know what I was doing. This campaign is a lot bigger than I expected. Yeah, I was thinking like August. So I'm like, well, I'll just contact like KDP support and explain to them, I can't push it out until August. Can you do it? Because I have a Kickstarter to fulfill. It's not like I'm slacking here. And they're like, no, we can't do that. You can either push it out 30 days or you can cancel the pre-order and put it up with a new date. And like, I only had about 30 pre-orders, which is like more than I had for some books. But you know, realistically, that's canceling like $100 worth of pre-orders. You know, it's not the end of the world. And I'm gonna post on social media and be like, hey, if you're one of the 30 people who pre-ordered this, you gotta go back and pre-order it again because Amazon is the way that it is, and I didn't realize how long this was gonna take. But I'm annoyed. Clearly. That was not what I wanted. You know, it's actually not going to make a big dent on anything, but still. How does KDP not have the ability to be like, well, clearly this is a certain circumstance, so we can manually push it out? How do they not have that ability? So it's back up. The ebook is back up for like an August publication date. I looked at the calendar and I was like, okay, if I ignore February and I ignore March and pretend like there will be so many problems and nothing will happen for 2 months, I would still have April, May, June, and July. That is enough time. And then, like, I'm in August, I could push it out one more month if I want to, but good grief, I hope I don't have to. I am learning lessons with this campaign. I've run several Kickstarters, but they were all pretty small comparatively, you know. Next time I do a campaign this big, I'm doing the Amazon pre-order like a year out. maybe more, and then you can always move it back once you know where you are. And don't, like, I had expected to be fulfilled right about now. Didn't know what I was getting into with this. To be clear, this is not a dig on any of the people involved, not on Merrick Books, not on R.R. Donnelly, who is the printer. They've all been fantastic. So, this was just me not understanding how the timeline was gonna work. What was I gonna say? I had more to say. This is a writing vlog. Shocker, I know. Okay, on Friday I wrote 1,100 words on Monster, and yesterday on Sunday I wrote 1,000 words on Thistle. I love Thistle. Oh my gosh, I'm the character, but also like the book. Thistle is a character in the book, by the way. I'm writing these characters, and like, you know, I'm starting from the beginning, so this is their first meeting, you know, and like, I'm writing the scene, this is not a spoiler, I'm writing the scene at the beginning where, like, Eli, the main character, does not know he has grandchildren, and the grandchildren know they have a grandfather somewhere, but, like, they've heard a bunch of stories about him, and, like, Thistle is kind of hostile about it, but they wouldn't recognize him on sight, and Eli's looking at these kids, and he's like, that kid looks just like my son, and he's like, are you so-and-so's son? And Thistle's looking at him like, how do you know that? And when they put together, like, Eli puts together, these are my grandkids, and Thistle particularly puts together, like, this is my grandfather, who I've heard a lot of stories about, and I don't feel particularly happy to be here, and I'm already mad that I'm here, and to begin with, it's just like, and they have, like, a stare down. I realized, like, oh, this kid probably doesn't like me. Which is not funny in the book, but it's funny to me because I know where this is gonna go. Writers, when they get to be, like, emotionally angsty. And I'm just thinking about, like, all the scenes from here on, because Thistle does not, like, there's two grandkids, but the granddaughter, she's very shy but very sweet. Like, her relationship with Eli is, like, the cute bonding one. Eli and Thistle's relationship is just they're butting heads, you know, constantly. And it's going to take approximately, like, 2.5 books out of 3 for Thistle to have some chill. Like, he's gonna have moments of chill throughout the series, but, you know, he's not gonna actually outwardly, genuinely warm towards Eli for at least 2 books. And that just makes me happy. Because it's gonna be those moments of, like, Eli's gonna figure out within, like, a couple of chapters that this kid's just angry at a lot of things that is not necessarily Eli, but Eli is going to get the punishment for it for a bunch of different reasons, and that, like, he's young, he's like 12 or 13, you know, so Eli's just like, okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with this and be, like, good to him until he cracks under pressure. So Eli's not bothered. Like, he is bothered, but he's not. This dynamic just cracks me up. It makes me so happy. Yeah. You guys, has anyone read my books? I like the really grouchy, angry character who's, like, forced to be with the usually, like, softer, sunshiny type character, but Eli is not, like, soft or sunshiny. He's just, like, a chill guy. You know, he's a real badass, but otherwise he's just like, well, this is what we need to do, and, oh, you're angry at me? That's kind of funny. Okay. You know, he's very unbothered by the angsty teenager. Good dynamic. Really like this series. Clearly, I have there's, like, this weird situation where I wrote the first book, so I did get really attached to the characters, but then spent so much time revamping it and making it better in my head that now that I'm writing it, I feel like I'm returning to these characters that I really, really like. But it's still pretty new because the situation is vaguely similar, but totally different, and hopefully, you know, not terrible. Oh, I've been talking for 15 minutes. I'm gonna hate editing this. My point is, the dynamic of the three of them is so cute. This is gonna be great. This book series is so, like, serious and has so many dystopian and sad undertones to it but it's also, like, per anything that I write, just a little bit of a meme. Also, this book's not gonna be 80,000 words. I was like, you know, like the first book was 130,000 words, but it was bloated and long and bad. So I was like, you know, I lied to myself and I was like, this could just be a reasonably length, like 80, 90,000 word book, you know? There's no reason that it has to be as long as most lit RPG books. It's barely even lit RPG. It might not even be lit RPG. I haven't figured out the system yet. Don't talk to me about it. And I am now 5,600 words into this book. And we are in, like, not the inciting incident yet. And I'm not even mad about it. Like, this feels like a good way to start the book, to be clear. And I even had, like, when I posted this originally on Royal Road, several people were like, I wish we had more time spent in the beginning establishing where Eli's been living and him with the grandkids before the monster takes Thistle. So, not only does this feel right to me, but several readers had suggested it. Even, or actually after I had already thought of that. But it's not starting slow, it's just slow burn. I feel like I'm just gonna ramble on about this, but essentially I'll just be saying the same things over and over again. I love this book. I love this book. I also love Monster. It's so easy to write. I have no idea where I'm going with it, but it's really easy to write. I will be editing Assassin. I have it on the to-do list for this week, but I may take a week off and just write stuff I want to write. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. Point is, I'm really annoyed at a lot of printers, but extremely, extremely happy with my ridiculous books. I've been talking for 20 minutes. This could be its own vlog. This vlog only might be like until the 1 week of the last week of January because I'm talking so much. It's Friday, January 31st. There's a blower going outside. This probably would be a good day to end this vlog, but I actually have no idea how long it is. It can be a short vlog. It's the end of the month, so I decided today I got my to-do list. I'm gonna try and get a ton of stuff done today. It's the last day of the month, and I feel the need to try to get a lot of annoying productivity things out of the way that I've just been avoiding. Do a bunch of Undying Starlight stuff. I have to convert the paperbacks to ebooks and then like grab the link of the next ebook and put it in the back with a bonus chapter or sample chapter from the next book, you know, so it's kind of tedious and that's probably gonna take a little bit while. I have to fix the leather cover file for The Wind in the Wild and send the interior formatting file to Merrick. I'm doing vlogging, social media. I have to fix the file on the little keychain that I made for the enamel pin campaign. I got an art thing that I need to just brainstorm a little bit. I don't necessarily need to do this today, but maybe package some more copies of all the woods for that campaign. Those finally came in. And mainly, I have decided that the rest of this weekend, today and the next 2 days, I'm going to focus a great deal on outlining my current projects because I got to a place in Thistle where I was like, I kind of know where I need to go, but also I don't really know how to get there because book 1 is somehow the least planned out. I'm good at writing, guys. And then I got to Monster, well, I got to a certain point in Monster and I was like, this book is very vague in my head. I'm very much writing it by the seat of my pants, and I realized I have absolutely no idea where to go from here. I know even more vaguely, like far in the future where it needs to be, but before I start writing, I don't want to get off into the weeds. I'm going to outline as much as I can think of for book 1 of Thistle, and outline as much as I can think of for Monster, and I spent 400 words. That's not the right phrasing. I outlined for 400 words. I outlined Monster yesterday, got 400 words. I'll probably outline Thistle because I'm thinking about Thistle. I have so much good stuff end of book 2 and book 3 because the tension and drama has obviously really ramped up by that time, so I'm like, I will tell you, obviously I don't know. I'm gonna write something today, but I don't know how many words I'll write today, so I can't tell you how many words I've written for the month. Right now, I've written 31,200 words for the month, and considering I would kind of like to write 30,000 words a month for the rest of the month, and that would get me to my word count goal. We're on track. I'll tell you if I write any more today. This is the word count for the month. Okay. I really hope you've not been able to hear the blower that started back up several minutes ago. Okay. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, giving it a thumbs up and a subscribe really helps out my channel. I can't remember if I forgot. I have a deep feeling that I forgot to bring up something that I brought up originally in this vlog. I don't know. I'm sure I'll remember while I'm editing. But thank you all for being here, and I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye!